Let's dive a bit deeper in this uncertainty side, but in Bitcoin today, 2026, moving forward, what makes you so, let's use the same framework, what makes you so convinced that Bitcoin is going to 200, 500K, $1 million?
Yeah.
That you say this is a no-brainer, but hey, there must be people who are uncertain enough to invest in this thing for it to go up.
Yeah, well, it's not a no-brainer per se. However, it's not a no-brainer. And I said before, the price has been unchanged for 5 years. A corollary to something I've said, is that the market, I've put this on Twitter quite a bit, the market does the most amount, does its hardest to create the most amount of pain for the greatest number of people, right?
Why is that?
Because
How is that? There's an explanation, and it happens every time, right?
Yes, every time, because it can't be that everyone gets it. It's like Michael Steinhardt, who I worked for briefly after working for Julian Robertson, used to say, Dan, if it were easy, everyone would be rich.
Of course.
And so he used to say that to me, 3 times a week, Anyway, and so that's part of it. It has to be difficult. It has to be difficult emotionally. You have to do your diligence. There are landmines everywhere. Human beings are not straightforward. They're volatile, they're emotional, they make bad decisions, they make good decisions. There's a bell curve of everything. There's a distribution, right? You have 5% who are winning, 5% who are going bankrupt, and then everyone is basically broadly in the middle, right? So we're now in this middle phase with Bitcoin where everyone got a little bit of a taste up at 120,000. We were at 70 at the previous peak, 65,000. So then some people had a double. And I've said from the beginning, Bitcoin was going to go to 100,000 and then it was going to stop. And it was going to stay there for a while. And people would say, oh, weeks, months, years, I have no idea. No idea. But everybody who was involved, sub $1,000, right, will take profit at 100x. Because at $100,000, it's not realistic to think that Bitcoin will do another 100x. I mean, I don't think it can. Now, there are guys out there who maybe think it can. And maybe over the next 50 years or something, I don't know. But just think about it yourself, right? You're in at 1,000. And there are a lot of people in below 1,000. You're in at 2,000. You're in at 3,000. You're in at 5,000. You have a 20x, okay? It's too tempting. It's too tempting for humans not to take profit. So 100,000, it's called the big round number thesis of markets. So us old-time macro guys, we have all sorts of different voodoo that we look at. We look at things that, we don't talk about and things that don't make sense. You could never tell your investor, oh, I sold my whole position because we hit a big round number. But the reality is there is a big round number thesis in trading and investing. 100,000 always was going to stop the market cold. Always. Mike Novogratz said in one of the interviews or something, he sold $9 billion for somebody at 115,000. And he was shocked that he didn't move the market more, right? And Mike's a great trader and has a great feel for markets. And, there's a lot of buying also. And this handoff from the early retail super OG guys to now the more institutional, larger asset owners, people believe reasonably Bitcoin can be $1 million. It can be a $20 trillion asset that's still only half the value of gold. Gold is about 40 trillion today, and total global assets are 1,000 trillion now. 1,000. So if you look at all of the assets, real estate, stock, bonds, everything, okay, today is around 1,000 trillion. So to think that Bitcoin could be 2%, right? The most brilliant invention, the invention of decentralized money, okay, the code that supports all of these stable coins that all the TradFi guys are crazy about, all the RWAs, all of that, right? That's not a very aggressive bet. 2%? Like, that's kind of small. But that's $1 million on Bitcoin. $20 trillion value on Bitcoin, that's $1 million. So I think we have, 12x from today. Now, for me, for you maybe, for a pension fund, for a 10x over a 10-year period is about as great an investment as you could possibly make. Okay. So at this $100,000 price, what's happening is the early individuals who saw it early, they're taking their 100x returns and saying, thank you very much. Okay? And the institutions are saying, or the larger investors, we believe that it can be a 10x. And for us, that's just fine. So this is called distribution. And that's what's going on now. And it's very painful because it goes nowhere. And imagine you got into the space in 2021 and then you went all the way down and you held. It went all the way up and you had a double. And now it's all the way back to where you bought it.
Yeah.
And you have focused on it for 5 years.
It's a
and
lost
it hasn't
half-decade.
moved.
Yeah.
And it's pain and NASDAQ has doubled and this and NVIDIA and all this. And you're sitting yourself and you want to shoot yourself. Because what did I do? All the intellectual energy, my capability. Now, hold on. All of this. So, at the moment when there's the greatest amount of desperation, when someone on Twitter comes out and says, I give up, like important people, I'm out, I'm Bitcoin, or the toxicity level has really risen, it's got to get more intense, higher. The bullish consensus was 4 or 5% bulls. I think it's possible that Bitcoin hit a low at 60. It's possible. I'm not 100% on that. We go down to 50. And then down at 50, everyone gives up, and then we go to 250, 300. Like, I could see a scenario where, because if we go up to 100 again, everyone is going to be like, we're going to 200, but then something happens and we go down to 50, and then literally everyone gives up. Everyone hates it. It's terrible. And then we go to 250, 300, and people can't buy it, and that's just how markets work. Now, I'm not saying that's my view, okay? I actually don't have a particularly strong view because for me, there isn't much of a difference between Bitcoin at 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 for what we do, for how I invest. It doesn't matter. Like, we have 10-year holding period. It doesn't matter. I don't think Bitcoin is going below 50. And so it was at 60, it was at 70, that to me is not a big deal. But I know if it goes down to 50 again, it'll be like there was a nuclear bomb dropped. It will feel so bad that I guarantee you that would be the bottom.
Yeah.
But anyway, it may not do that. And I hope for Bitcoiners' sake that they don't have to go through that kind of pain. And I hope we're straight up from here, but markets don't always give you that. Yeah.
Do you know someone still stuck waiting on banks? Put them on KAST. You both get up to $250 cash. Store, move, and spend stablecoins globally without using bank friction. KAST. Keep it stable. Check the link in the description to learn more.